13 monsters in the extra deck.
Yep. In the extra deck, we have DDD Flame King Genghis, based off Genghis Khan. Genghis Khan here requires 2 DD monsters to make. It is a level 6 Fire Fiend fusion monster with 2,000 attack and 1,500 defense. If another DD or DD monster is special into your field while you control this face-up card, you can target 1 DD monster in your graveyard, special summon it. This card, you can only use the effect once per turn. Enemies destroyed by battle or by card effect. Target a Dark Conjure card in your graveyard and add it to your hand.
Okay, and how many copies of King Genghis would you use?
I normally see 2 copies at most running around.
Okay.
Like at some points you could run 3, but I recommend 2 most.
Gotcha.
Next is DDD Gust King Alexander, based off Alexander the Great.
Right.
It is a level 7 Fiend Wind monster, Synchro monster, running 2,500 attack and 2,000 defense. So just like any standard Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonist monster. And requires a DD tuner and then 1 or more non-tuner monsters to make. If another DD monster is no more special summon to this field, while you control this card, you can target a level 4 or lower DD monster from your graveyard to special summon it.
Not bad.
Now, Reichi used these 2 monsters in a combo. His main combo was actually getting off Genghis, Alexander, then using Genghis' effect to bring back one of the materials he used for Alexander, then immediately use Alexander's effect to bring back another material that Genghis used, and then going straight into DDD Wave King Caesar in his famous Fusion Synchro Z combo.
Okay.
So DDD Wave King Caesar, based off of Julius Caesar. So we have a rank 4 Water Fiend Xyz monster with 2,400 attack and 1,200 defense. Requires 2 level 4 Fiend type monsters to make. So right off the bat, you can see that this card is pretty hard to make.
Yeah.
This is the fact that it requires 2 level 4 Fiends to make. Exactly. Pretty specific.
There aren't that many options in the DD Archetype except for Lilith and Cerberus, maybe.
I mean, you can use stuff like Copernicus, or you can alter levels with Baphomet, but...
So, are we saying that we don't use this card, perhaps?
I'll get to that in a second. So, first, Caesar's effect. During either player's turn, you can attach a material from him. At the end of the battle phase, special summon from your graveyard as many monsters destroyed for this turn as possible. But during your next standby phase, you'll take 1,000 damage for each. This card is basically like a higher risk version of Soul Charge.
Mm-hmm.
And when he's destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you get to search your deck for a Dark Contract card at least.
That's not bad.
But yeah, this guy is run at none, really.
Yeah, he's a floater for what his effect is, but yeah.
I will say though, I do like his artwork.
It's not bad. It's nice.
Just like the big brute with the sword.
Yeah, it's not bad looking.
Anyway, next we have Oracle King Dark, based off of Joan of Arc.
This is the one which I see the most.
Bad reaction with Saimochi in reverse. Any effect that will inflict damage to you will make you gain life points instead.
Very simple, but having 2,800 attack makes it stay around for a little while.
Yep, and the fact that it's pretty generic, having just requiring 2 DD monsters to make.
Very, very easy to make. I often see it early in the game.
Dark? Yeah, Dark is the kryptonite of burn-based decks. Yeah. Like, I remember facing Chain Burn like a few days ago, and the guy rage quit as soon as I summoned Dark. That just goes to show how much burn decks hate Dark.
Yep, for sure. But most importantly,
the fact that she basically reverses
to mitigate the effect of your contracts.
Yep. This unlike Leonidas that would basically nullify all the effect damage you take, Dark takes that effect damage, puts it in reverse for you.
And I've seen some DD decks get to some really crazy high life point numbers with her on the field.
Yes.
Now, I do have a question.
Yes, because
I have a question. Does Dark stack?
Darks, I believe they do. I haven't really tested it out myself.
Gotcha.
If they do stack though, then geez, yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
But I don't think they do stack though.
Okay.
Anyway, so next up in our lineup we have DDD Marksman King Tell.
2 level 5
Based
monsters.
on William Tell. A rank 5 XE monster. It requires 2 level 5 monsters to make. However, if you noticed earlier, we don't really have that many level 5s in the deck. Outside of Pandora and Chevalier.
So how will you summon him?
He has an alternative summoning method. You can exceed summon this card by using a rank 4 DDD monster. Basically, you overlay Caesar on top of him.
Gotcha.
Anyway, his effect is once per turn during the player's turn. If you took effect damage this turn, you can detach material from this card to target a monster your opponent controls. You'll lose 1,000 attack and defense, and if it does, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. If you send from the field to the graveyard, you can send DD or Dark Contra card from your deck to the graveyard. I'll be blunt. Tell is just blah.
Yeah, it doesn't really inspire much confidence.
The thing is that you primarily have to overlay him on top of Caesar, and Caesar naturally has a little bit more attack than Tell. And his effect is basically a no thugs effect. However, you have to willingly take effect damage in order to get it off.
So I guess they want you to do that when say you have a dark on the field or something similar. But at the same time, I feel like by the time you get a monster like Tell out of the field, and through the steps that you had to take to get him out of the field, you really just want a monster that's going to help win the game, as opposed to be so gimmicky.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright then.
Anyway, so yeah, run none of Tell, to be honest.
Now this card here,
Next.
pretty cool looking card.
DDD Wave of Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok. This is actually, funny enough, was made, even though it requires just 2 DDD monsters to make, Reiji specifically used Caesar and Ragnarok to make this thing with Swamp King.
I see.
That's actually pretty funny. Anyway, so we have DDD Wave of Oblivion King Caesar Ragnarok. A level 10 Fiend Dark monster with 3,200 attack and 3,000 defense. Yeah, this guy is tanky as hell.
For sure.
Like I said, requires 2 DDD monsters to make. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving this card, you can target another DDD or Dark Contract card you control. Return it to the hand. If you do, you can equip a face-up monster your opponent controls to this card,
What?
set the battling monster,
Jesus.
and he will gain attack equal to the combined original attack of all the monsters equipped to
That's
him.
a little absurd. I mean, minimum you're gonna have a Dark Contract with the Swamp King on the field. So you've already got that
but
sorted
if you
out.
could see, this guy is basically your big brute stick and your answer to some really powerful threats that your opponent
That
has.
is pretty cool. I like that.
Run this guy at 1 if you want to. It's just that, like I said, some of the modern decks, they focus on their speed so much that they usually ignore some of the other cards.
So only a 1 of him? Wow, I thought he would have been the main play.
No, he's actually just a 1-up because of the fact that other fusion monsters take up his role pretty well.
Okay, cool.
This guy's basically your last resort technique.
Cool.
But I will say I love his artwork.
Oh yeah. He's a friggin' cool looking monster.
At one point, I was actually expecting us to get like an Alexander Ragnarok and a Genghis Ragnarok.
Oh yeah, well yeah, that makes sense. Maybe we will in the future.
Yeah, I don't know. They never really did anything else with that. And
All right, what's next?
anyway, so now we get DDD Duo King Dawn King Kali Yuga.
2 level 8 DD monsters.
This
How
guy-
easy is this to bring out?
Thomas.
Really?
Yeah, just one word. Just really, one Savant Thomas is an instant Kali Yuga.
Wow.
Kali Yuga's effect. Well, first off, it is a Dark Fiend Xyz monster, rocking 3,500 attack and 3,000
That is
defense.
stronger than
Naturally-
most rank 8 monsters.
Naturally, this is the strongest a base attack stat of any DDD monster.
Cool.
Its effect is, it requires 2 level 8 DDD monsters, yeah, but its effect makes up for that. On a Z summon, for the rest of the turn, other cards and their effects cannot be activated, and other card effects on the field are negated.
Love it. Love it, love it, love it. No more Yu-Gi-Oh! For you. This is a solitaire game now.
Yeah, basically, if this guy is called out, your entire board is wiped clean of effects. You're basically nothing more than a vanilla.
Yep. That's a rage quit right there.
Except for him. And his effect is the only one that rules. He is the king of kings.
Yeah, right.
You don't screw with the King Kali Yuga. His effect reads, once per turn during either player's turn, you can attach one material from this card, Heavy Storm.
Nice.
And his other effect, you can attach material from this card, then you can target one card under a contract card in your spell trap in your graveyard to set that immediately to your side of the field.
So, I mean, it seems like going down this route to get out King Kali Yuga is a little bit specific, but how often do we see play of this card nowadays?
I've seen it really often as like the final negation monster to put that final nail in the coffin and beat down the opponent.
Sounds good to me.
However, with cards like with Thomas and Ragnarok out, your bounce damage will be cut in half. So
did this card come out before Thomas came out?
Yeah, this guy actually came out before Thomas.
So how did people bring him out before then? Or was he just not played?
I believe people did bring him out by like some conversations like Abyss, Ragnarok, and Armageddon, because that was how Reiji originally did it.
Oh, okay. Okay, alright, fair enough. But nowadays...
Yeah, this guy is normal.
Thomas.
Now, with all the space of fusions and synchros, sadly though, Kali Yuga's a one-off.
Yeah, well, to be honest with you, in this day and age, almost everything is a one-off when it's in the extra deck, because you need the variety. And that's not because he's bad or anything, but I would only run one of him because, you know, you only need one of him to win. Did I die again?
You're just cutting off a little bit for me.
God damn it. Okay. I'll say that again just in case. Yeah, no, but with all the space in the extra deck, and really running a one-off is all you're going to need. Especially since this kind of card wins you the game. You don't really need more than one.
Yep.
So next on we got to Cruel Dragon King Beowulf. I think this is probably the second most fusion monster I see played.
Yep, DDD, Dragonbane King Beowulf, based off of the Tale of Beowulf. Requires a DDD monster and a DD monster to make. It is a level 8 with 3,000 attack and 2,500 defense.
Now I have to ask: does this card come with a sexy CGI version of Angelina Jolie?
No, it doesn't. Sadly,
okay, never mind then.
So it's a werewolf. What do you expect?
Hey, I can see her go. Never mind.
Well, hey, at least Beowulf's a beast of bed.
So what's this effect?
Anyway, basically, his mere presence on the board gives all DDD monsters the ability to inflict piercing damage.
That is pretty damn cool.
Basically, he's basically what Orihawk was without the double piercing. If that was double piercing, then that basically would relegate the half damage you take from that Ragnarok and Thomas would have to nothing. Yep. Anyway, so his other effect is that once per turn during your standby phase, Heavy Storm.
There you go. Sounds familiar.
I wonder. Hi, Kali Yuga.
No cards for you, my friend.
Yep, this basically is what the deck does. Just say no.
Yeah. Now, does this ever hurt you in terms of the fact that you obviously have contracts and pendulum scales?
I mean, there are some cards that allow you to recycle your card contracts, like Kali Yuga, for example, recycles them immediately. Anyway, but moving on.
How many copies of
we have
are talking about?
One.
Gotcha.
Next, DDD, Cursed King Siegfried. This guy is a beast in power. He's a level 8.
More Soul Calibur references.
Yep. Anyway, so DDD Cursed King Siegfried is a level 8 dark. It's rocking 2800 attack and 2000 defense. 22,000 defense. Anyway, its effect reads that during either player's turn, you can target one base of spell trap card on the field. That target has its effects negated until the next standby phase.
Okay, not bad.
The fact that it's a quick effect means that you could basically negate any pendulum scale effect or any continuous spell effect or just any spell effect in general that would help benefit your opponent worthless.
So it's not like is it Quasar? It's not quite Quasar when any card they play you can negate, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unlike Quasar, this guy would just negate the spell or trap effect.
Alright.
And if he happens to go down by battle or card effect, you gain 1,000 life points for each Dark Contract card you currently control.
So how often do you see Cursed King being used?
I usually see him a lot. Even though he's a one-up though, but I see him a lot for just the ability to negate spell trap effects. Like, this guy can even counter battle traps, like Quaking Mirror Force.
I mean, he is stun. Once per turn, during another player's turn, it's a really good stun effect.
Yep. Next, we have DDD Boulder King Darius.
And now this was a little bit different. Is it an Earth type?
Yep, it's actually an Earth monster.
Interesting.
Now, this guy, I'll be blunt right off the bat, has a really no use.
Yeah, you don't have many level 3s in this deck.
Really, the only level 3 you have is Night Owl. There is an anime-exclusive level 3 monster, DD Brownie, that we could have gotten printed in Maximum Crisis, but Konami, for some reason, forgone.
Oh. Okay.
Because of that, Darius is really hard to run in the fact that you'd have to run tour guides. Now, to be fair, if you're running some BA monsters like Farfa and Beatrice, you could theoretically get this guy out.
But realistically, would you want to?
Let's look at what he does. He's a rank 3 Earth Disease monster with 1900 attack and 1000 defense. Requires 2 level 3 Fiend type monsters to make. Once per turn, during the player's turn, you can attach a material from this card. You target a Dark Hunter card you control. Destroy it. If you do, draw a card. And if this card battles an opponent's monster by battle, then attach a material from this card. It can't be destroyed by battle, and it destroys that monster immediately after damage calculation. And if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent.
Okay.
Like I say, it's pretty specific in what it does. So definitely do not run this guy.
Gotcha. Now the last 3 cards we have here are brand new cards, only in the OCG right now, but they do look pretty cool.
Yep. At some point during the final battle of Reiji versus Zark, Reiji decides to look into himself and bust out the High King Executive, evolved forms of his original 3 DDD extra deck monsters. First, we have DDD Flame High King Executive Genghis, which is a level 8 Fiend Fire Fiend with 2800 attack and 2400 defense. Requires a level 5 or higher Dark DDD monster and a DDD monster to make. He has the same Genghis effect to where he can summon another DD monster from the graveyard if another one is special summoned to the field. But even more advanced in the fact that if you look, it's basically what happened if you took Genghis' effect and Alexander's effect and crossbred them together. Because he can summon any DD monster of any level on normal or special summon. Whereas Alexander normally would only be able to summon a level 4 or lower on normal or special summon. And regular Genghis has to do it by special summon.
Cool. And what's this last effect there?
Once per turn, during your first turn, when a spell trap card or effect is activated, you can negate the activation.
Wow. That's really good.
I've used this guy as a lifesaver because one of the main strategies your opponent's going to have if you're facing DDD is to basically try to make sure that they can get rid of dark so that your dark contracts will away at
Yeah.
you. However, Executive Genghis can negate the burn effect without hindering the main effect of the dark
I
contract.
never thought it would have been used like that, but that's kind of clever.
Anyway, so next we have Gust High King Executive Alexander.
Wind type.
Level 10. Level 10 Wind XZ. On Wind Synchro, I mean. 3,000 attack, 2,500 attack. Yeah. 3,000 attack, 2,500 defense. Requires it's just a vanilla tuner and a no more non-tuner monster. You'd imagine this guy needs a DDD monster at some point. But no piece generic.
No, exactly.
Anyway, while there are 3 or more DD monsters on the field, including himself, by the way, this card gains 3,000 attack.
So 6k.
This guy, if you have just 3 DD monsters total on the board, this High King himself will gain 3k attack, becoming a 6k beat stick. That makes him This makes him the strongest monster in the archetype if you factor in attack gains.
Of course,
The only monster that
you
could
do have to have 3 or more DDD monsters on the field, so it's a question of
with how much spam you could do though, you usually at least get Alexander with 2 other DD monsters, which gives you the effect. And he has the same normal sorcerer effect as a High King Genghis.
Yep, pretty good. Now I wonder if there's going to be a trend here for the last one as well.
Finally, we have DDD Wave High King Executive Caesar, a rank 6 Fiend Water monster that requires 2 level 6 Fiend type monsters. Now, right off the bat, you can imagine that this thing could be a little bit difficult to
Yes, it
make.
does sound that way.
However, because of the fact that it's a rank 6 now, you have access to be able to make it with Savant Nicola if you run that, but more specifically, 2 copies of Genghis.
I see.
And that's not even factoring the fact that you could use something like Baphomet to adjust levels.
Right.
Anyway, his effect is that during either player's turn, when a spell or trap effect or a monster effect is activated that includes the effect that special summons upon its monster, you attach a material, negate the activation, destroy that card, then you make this card and another DD monster you control gain 1,800 attack until the end of this turn.
Nice. That's a good increase.
Basically, this guy is a walking solemn. That when it negates anything, will boost up itself and another D&D monster you control by 1,800.
Does it have to have 2 targets on the field to do that?
I believe so, but mostly the fact that it's a free solemn is amazing.
Pretty good, yeah.
And it has the same, if it's set for the field of graveyard, search out effect that regular Caesar had.
Cool. So we've broken down the archetype and what the different monsters do. Next, I believe, are we going to go into a replay or into a deck build?
Deck build.
Gotcha.
I'll be showing off. I'm showing off my DDD build currently.
Okay.